Don't worry, alright. Yeah, you know what? Didn't feel great then.
If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. Way you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes, man. Oh yeah. 80 and a 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex, man. We ain't gotta go outside.
Man like Ricky.
What you saying, man? You right?
Cool, man. You?
Yeah, you're on LLF, baby.
Living life fast. Joining the family, boys.
So, yeah, you come down in your Audi S5?
Yeah, man. My fairly new S5.
Yeah, fairly new, so it's a 2017 model, yeah?
Yep.
So you say that there's another one after this, or is there a facelift maybe?
I think the 2018's got a few upgrades, so like the dashboard and stuff, it's got the dynamic maps and all that, but this is, yeah, fairly spec'd up, nothing too extravagant.
So do you want to go over engine, power?
Yeah, 3 litre V6, 350-ish brake horsepower, about 500 newton meters torque, so she shifts when she goes.
Turbocharged now rather than the previous was supercharged, right?
Yeah, it was supercharged. So these are the new turbocharged engines, so you get less out of them in terms of output, and especially if you want to do any remapping to them, but the delivery, in my opinion, is still pretty rapid.
Yeah, because I was going to say that's one thing I noticed with the S5 throttle response, which is almost electric.
Yeah, it is. I'd say the power is definitely less, and that's notable because I drove the old S5, and I think that was a big thing for me. Is I did feel that loss of power, but I think the turbo whistles, it's just there, man. Yeah. It's there when you need it. Okay. There is a little bit of lag, tiny bit, but nothing too much.
What about looks?
Looks, I think she looks stunning. This is the Sportback, so 5-door. Yeah, 19s. It's enough room. I'm 6'4", so I'm not the smallest, and I can get an adult in the back just. Yeah. It's a bit of a squeeze, but it is technically only a 4-seater, but enough for me. Boot's big enough, takes the family and the rest of everybody else.
Fuel economy?
Fuel economy, not great, Ricky. Not great, man.
But what are you comparing it to, though?
True. That's a good point, actually. I mean, I would say at the moment we're touching about the 20s, 20 mile a gallon. Yeah, so it's not
Can't be that bad.
But I think
that's got to be with a heavy foot, right?
That's me driving dynamic mode, man.
So have you gone on an efficient run?
I've tried it. Yeah, I mean, you can get probably about 400 miles a tank if you drive sensibly, but that's motorway driving, and London, that's not happening.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Know.
And you're obviously a petrol head as well, because I spoke to you obviously off camera.
Yep.
And you're planning to get something quite special, aren't you?
Yeah, let's see what the future holds.
Don't want to spill the beans, though.
No, because I don't know who's watching.
Okay,
yeah, but no, definitely something special's coming, and if it comes, LLF's going to find it first.
Yes,
for sure.
That, people.
You know it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, guys, I don't know a massive deal on this car, so I am very reliant on Zishan.
Yeah. So 19s. Got red leather interior.
Should we have a look at the interior, actually?
There's an optional extra. There's a little bit. It's nice. It gives it a little bit of a different look from the inside.
Yeah, no, it's you know what, Audi. I know everybody says it, but you got to agree it's on another level, right?
It is. But then saying that, the C63s, the E63, you get in that, you feel like you're, business class, man.
Okay. So,
I still think there's a gap between the two.
Oh, you do, yeah? Yeah. The Merc's better.
I do. I'll be honest. But then, the way the setup is, the navigation, everything's just
So you're not an
simple.
Audi fanboy then, are you?
Nah, not really, man. I was always a Merc boy. I was an AMG fan, but Audi and Quattro is just, it's taken me, man, and I'm on that side of the...
No Beamers?
Not as yet, but after watching your videos, that M3, man, I think I need to find myself one of them.
Okay, so should we jump out, take it for a spin?
Yeah, man, let's go.
If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool, and I'm like, yes, ma'am.
So before we do start the video, there's two things I want to mention. First one being, Zishan is actually a supporter of Living Life Fast. So you may have noticed recently I plugged a Patreon account where, you know, you can kind of support me by becoming a patron. Don't know how much of the video you watched, but if you do enjoy watching my content and you don't want me to stop making these videos, I would highly appreciate if you could just go to the description of this video and check out my Patreon account. You're gonna have to get used to me plugging this in not every one of my videos. Wow, that felt a bit weird, didn't it? Yeah. But yeah, you're gonna have to get used to me plugging this. It just has to be done. So
guys, show him some support, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, like loads of people,
their family.
a lot of people have donated, so thank you to those that have become patrons already. Second thing being, you may have noticed there's not been many car features on this channel. I've put a mental block in my head to not film Audis, BMs and Mercedes, and as you see, there's been no videos because nobody really gets hold of me.
German cars are everyday cars, aren't they? They're the ones that you're likely to see the most. That's the difficult bit, but I see why people say it.
Yeah, they just want a bit of a
variety, really.
Variety, exactly,
yeah,
and that's what I tried to do that, but I end up not filming anything.
yeah, that's the difficulty, because at least you're filming.
I just want to say, Zishan, straight away, sitting in this cabin, the way it's making me feel like a G right now. Yeah, it does, makes me feel really special.
Yeah, we spoke about this with the AMG interiors, and like I said, I mean, that's like business class and, you know, economy class kind of thing.
They're close, man. They're close, but go on, sorry.
But I just feel in here, I just feel like, you know, it feels nice to touch. Everything feels
Look
like
at it though, man.
Yeah, man, it's there, isn't
Look
it?
at this. What's this? Is this?
So this is all the like that you touch it, and like if you wave your finger near it, it will go live for you.
Also, it's not even buttons.
It is buttons, but you just wave your finger, it just highlights it, and especially on the motorway at night, it's really handy that.
There's been a lot of hype about the RS4. I know this isn't an RS4, well, it's an S model, so it's not going to be far off the RS. But there's been a lot of talk about it being a much more driver-focused car.
One thing I would say is the understeer. That's the first thing. Whilst the Quattro's trying to kick in, that first dab at the accelerator you give, you feel like the car's just trying to pull in.
Is that on this?
Yeah,
okay.
Just pulling in a little bit, and then once it grips, that's it. It feels light and nimble and agile.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing that I personally felt, and that's going from, you know, without a Quattro car previously. I do like that aspect of it, because I still feel like I'm in a sports car, but I'm still able to, you know, have a little bit of fun, but then I can still take the family far. What's your reaction?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely really comfortable, and I'm just loving what I'm seeing with my eyes right now. You know, you got suede on the door card there, red stitching, black leather. Look at the design, man. It's unreal.
Feels.
And this wheel as well. This is something like out the R8, isn't it? Obviously, it's not flat bottom, but look at it. Stitching on the steering wheel. And is this a highly spec S5, or is this kind of how they come?
Barely, but apart from the red leather.
This is box standard.
Yeah, and the MMI thing, which is the you know, the navigation stuff on that stuff, and that's pretty cool. Like everything's handwritten on there.
Oh, and you've got like an illuminated light around there.
So you just like do it with your finger, and it will pick up an M.
I don't know what mode we've got it in, but it's very direct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very minimal movements with the wheel, and it's really following where I place the wheel.
So this is dynamic.
A little bit big though, isn't it?
A little bit on the, but then. Saying that, it's bigger than the A4, or the RS4 if you want to say, but then compared to the A6, it's just enough.
It's like a bit
bumpy, isn't it?
But it's not. It doesn't feel harsh though. But you can feel it. It's like sort of bouncing about. Isn't
so this is dynamic mode. So in this, I've just left it as a stock setting. So what you can do, go to individual mode, and then set your own. So you could leave the suspension as being.
Wow, that sounds good.
Yeah, it did sound good actually. One thing I found about this, when it's just in auto, in normal drive, if say you're approaching a roundabout, you know that little split second you have, that delay catches you out, and that's enough time for a car to come.
There you go.
However, flick it into S, and it's game on, and you're going.
So you can have it in S without dynamic?
So just flicking the gear stick down towards you, and that'll give you that immediate.
So you've got the comfort, but you've still got these quicker shifts. The power's very smooth, so 350 bhp,
Yeah, 354 I think.
Do you know what the weight is of the car?
I don't. I think it's going
to be heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always going to be. I mean, these seats are massaging seats.
Oh yeah, you got massage. Look at this, guys. Ambient lighting. You know what? That's going to be my thing. You know that. And now from now, the lighting and what I'm going to see is going to be unreal. Like even around the cigarette lighter thing, there's a white ring. Inside, there's like embedded lights inside the cup holders. Like The car's, it's ridiculous inside there, Zishan, you know that?
Looks nice, doesn't it? And
hell.
especially at night, you're right, and you get a little glow here somewhere
Yeah, it
as
must
well.
look
I
crazy
think
when you're
there's
driving.
a glow thing here, and you can change it up. But it looks nice because it makes, again, it's that feeling, isn't it, of just having that little bit of something.
Look at this, man. Right, let's, it doesn't feel like there's any turbo lag.
Yeah.
The gears just sound nice though.
Really sweet and crisp, aren't they?
You know mine? It sounded like you had a supercharger.
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah. That's the turbo, I think. I don't know, was it turbo?
Did you hear that though?
Yeah,
It
definitely.
was going.
That's Ricky's driving there.
No, we'll take it easy today. You hear that though?
There is a bit of a whine there, isn't there? So an RS5 now, it's louder, it's more boisterous. Do you see what I'm saying? It's on top, innit? So
Yeah,
everyone knows you pulled up in an RS5.
Yeah,
That's what I really liked about this car. I just felt like it wasn't too much, too flashy and in your face.
See how hard it hangs on. Yeah, so you see it like as you build speed,
That was it.
a little bit, you see it starting to push a bit,
Just
didn't you?
started to grip.
Just started to, yeah.
And it's almost as if it's trying to recalculate or recalibrate, I think is the word to use. Can you feel that, don't you? And
Yeah,
did you
see,
feel
I
in the
felt
wheel?
that in the R8 as well. Exactly what you're saying. I felt that in the R8.
It's quite interesting, man. And
No
I think
lie.
that's just Audis then.
It doesn't encourage me to drive fast.
No.
Obviously, I'm pushing it a bit for the camera.
Yeah,
like some
yeah,
cars I get into and it just really makes me want to drive hard.
Yeah.
See
Hold
how
on.
the S5 takes this one. Don't worry, we're alright. Yeah, you know what? Didn't feel great then.
There, you felt the little
Didn't
wobble.
feel great.
Yeah, that's the bit that I find really difficult. Really, really difficult because it almost like it's
Like the computers are working away,
that's what I'm
working
saying.
out what to do.
like rejigging itself.
Yeah,
thinking, nah,
it literally
stop.
that just inspired no confidence in me there.
No, and that's what I was shocked about.
I'm actually a little like
so sorry.
I'm not even lying.
As soon as
Okay.
you dab the brake, the
Unsettle.
wheels just unsettle the car, and it's kind of just like trying to do its own. It's trying to recalibrate, and just pick up the road and just find some grip because of the slip diff. You can feel that the wheels were just kind of individually trying to twist, but in terms of a driver's point of view, I lose confidence at that point because I feel like I'm too airy and I'm too, you don't quite get that.
So you can feel that safety net straight away where it wants to. Yeah, you can't test it on that way round.
No, you gotta go the other way.
I'm noticing in every all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive car I drive, you have to make you have to turn in before.
Yeah.
So like you're used to you're talking about aerial atoms and shit.
Yeah.
They turn before you even thought about it.
Yeah, exactly.
With this, you've got to turn in just a second before.
I completely agree with that. And actually, you're kind of doing it against your instinct.
And I noticed this with the A45, the RS3, anything all-wheel drive. It's almost as if you drive hard and you go into a corner, it just goes a little wider initially. It doesn't turn immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice looking car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not anything outrageous, is it? It doesn't look super aggressive.
No.
It's quite a subtle looking car, isn't it?
And then,
very discreet. Yeah.
However, if you want to make a bit of noise and you want to have a bit of fun.
Yeah. I mean, the S5 that I drove last time, the owner could kick his out. It used to come out from the rear.
That was with the chip, wasn't it?
That was with the chip, yeah.
So there's a lot
you
more
can provoke
power
it,
there. Yeah. But maintenance, I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's it could be worse if it's the RS6 because obviously the brakes and stuff once they start going. Tyres again, not too. It's about average, I think, and that's the beauty with the S5 is that it's mid-range.
Yeah.
So you're not going with the RS models which are going to cost you an arm and a leg, and that was one of the main reasons. So talking about economy, but it was also the cost of servicing, maintenance, tyres and stuff.
And you've done 15k. So have you had this from new?
Yeah, brand new, 0 miles, and 15 on the clock now.
Would you buy this car again if you was given a choice to buy another car? Like if you was back
Good question.
15,000 miles ago?
Would I? Yeah, I would actually. If I go back to start, because actually it still gives me that thrill. I still have a little bit of, that feeling for it.
Right, so I think we're going to end the video there. I hope you did enjoy it. Zishan, thank you so much for letting me drive your car.
No problem.
I'd highly recommend anybody that's in the market for, 335i, what else? This is like a 3.5i competitor, isn't it? Like you say,
330
C43. Interior wise, definitely one of the best cars I've ever been in. I think, quality wise, it's just like I'm in the R8, and you know what the R8's like inside, man. It just makes you feel really special. So yeah, guys, as always, remember to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Right into your legs like, oh my God. And let's go on a day like, oh my God. When I'm back from LA like, oh my God, yeah. She still think it's odd, yeah. I got all these fans, she's the only one I want, yeah. Impress me with your mind, I might turn you to a mom, yeah. You might get a pension.